gizmos and gadgets. Hey guys, it's May of 2024 and I am at Electric City Harley-Davidson in Dickson City, PA. And I just rolled out on a Low Rider ST, and it is in the color Red Rock. I don't like stopping at red lights, but they told us don't break any traffic laws. You can really wind the RPMs out on that. Yeah. It just keeps pulling.
9,000.
Guys, we lost our front group and the leader did not pull in front of me, so I guess I'm leading this parade right now. I know we got a left coming up here somewhere, but I've been paying more attention to the bikes than where we've been going. Alright, I think I see them up there. Alright, so my name's Dave, been riding for 10 years, started on a Sportster. After a few years, moved up to a Dyna Low Rider, which I still have. And so I was kind of interested in how the Low Rider ST would feel. I rode the regular Low Rider, the non-ST, earlier today. It was the Low Rider S, actually. And both of these bikes have foot positions that are not necessarily to my liking. I wouldn't call this a cruiser type style.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this a cruiser. It's a very much a sport cruiser, let's put it that way. 117 engine and a light bike like this, you're moving, man. You turn that, twist that throttle and you are moving. So the position of the foot controls, they're not as far forward as I'm used to. My knees are bent at less than a 90-degree angle, so for somebody like me, 6 foot, 32-inch inseam, I just prefer the foot controls out further. But setting that aside, what do I think of the bike? Well, I love the soft tail frame bikes to begin with. They're so comfortable. The seat feels okay. It's slippery like the Low Rider ST. I like to kind of stay planted in my seat and not slide around. But this is one of those seats that you can slide on. I use a sheepskin, which really improves the feel of the seat and prevents that. Alright, let's get this guy out of the way. Yeah, this bike can take off for sure. Yeah, really nice pull, really nice pull. So this has a fairing, and I think it looks cool when you're seeing the bike from the front or walking around or something, but being on the bike, I do not care for this at all. It's a big hulking black piece of plastic. You see exposed screw threads. What is the point of this? Really, I'm asking sincerely, what is the point of this front fairing? Wind protection to some extent, but otherwise it's just style, right? I mean, is it really doing anything? But I feel this is a very unfinished look, very unusual for Harley. When I ride, obviously I want to be looking at the road and the sky and enjoying the surroundings and everything, but sometimes it's nice to just look at your bike for a few seconds, and looking down and seeing that is not very appealing to me. So I'm kind of surprised by that. Feels like a V-twin, no question. Transmission, nice, positive, snappy shifts, good tactile feedback. A very small LED screen. You can switch through various displays. It's showing a digital tack right now, which is pretty cool to have. I like the big fuel tank for sure. I'm a chrome guy, so black doesn't do it for me. I really never like this wrinkle black. I would rather have a gloss black metal trim, but you know, different styles on different bikes. If I had to replace my Low Rider, the Dyna, I wouldn't go with a Low Rider S or a Low Rider ST, because they're really not a relaxed cruiser. I mean, I say relaxed, I mean I rip around on my Low Rider for sure. I'm not no old man yet, but I don't really want a sport configuration where I'm leaned forward, because my rides are longer. It's almost an hour commute to work, and I just like a little more upright position, and I like my feet out in front of me a little more. Not sure about the mirrors. You know, I'm seeing half of what's behind me and the other half is my shoulders. It's not really great. I feel like those stems could have been extended out just a little more. I don't know why they don't do that. It's a really fun bike, no question. It will move your butt down the road. It has great acceleration. The brakes feel great. It's got dual discs up front. It is a lot of fun. But in choosing a bike, a lot of boxes have to be ticked to make that bike right for me or for you, right? So for me, this wouldn't be a great choice. There is a definite segment that Harley was going after with the ST bikes. A fan of Matt Laidlaw videos on YouTube, and there seems to be a lot of influence that comes from out west, and Harley picks up on that, what people are doing to their bikes, and has incorporated it into these STs. So I think that's really cool. It's really funny, that guy riding the Pan America. I think a lot of people, when they first ride that Revolution Max engine, are like, I don't like how it sounds. I don't either, but it's a different kind of engine, and you can really open up that sucker. I rode a couple Pan Americas today with the 1250. One was the CVO and one was the Special, and those videos I was able to rip a little bit. There's definitely a style of riding in person that this bike is made for, and it must be a real blast. This would definitely be really enjoyable in the twisty roads when you're not in an escorted ride. The mini fairing is quite a novel idea, I have to say. I do like the way it looks up front. I just don't like the way it looks when you're sitting behind it. Yeah, I'll be definitely ready to stretch out my legs after this one. This is the 8th bike I've ridden today, and it is the last public ride they're doing today, so I got my money's worth. Guys, thanks so much for coming along with me on this one. It wasn't the greatest route for test rides that I've been on. but this one was better than some of them we've had today. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel.